Yeah, and let's do the giveaway.
Stay tuned, guys. As a woman in the Final Fantasy creative space, who are some of your favorite female FF characters?
Tara. I love Tifa. I just feel so connected to her.
I love Tifa. She's great.
Aerith from the live stream gives him back his memories. That undoes him.
Yo, that'd be crazy. Theme of Love from Final Fantasy IV.
Oh! Okay, that's enough.
No, keep going.
Yeah, she's waving herself out.
Like
the rebel theme. Yeah. And I had the privilege of sitting next to Nobu during Distant World.
I'm gonna be honest. Like Philip introduced me to the entire world of Final Fantasy. Like
yes, Philip, good job.
You know I had to. Come on.
Husbandos. All right, we have Barrett. We have Vincent.
Why don't you talk about 14 a little bit? Oh, I'm with you on that.
I didn't know if I could deal with it. There's one guy he has the Guinness World Record.
Yeah.
So, like, my goal is to get in that book. So
you heard it here, guys. We're taking him down. She ain't leaving.
I love you guys. You guys are so nice to me. Aaliyah, you're awesome. I hope I get to meet you guys one day.
Hello, everybody. My name is Philip. I'm a filmmaker, and today we have a very special show planned out for you. You guys may know me from such misadventures as me living as a warrior monk at the Shaolin Temple and getting beat up by warrior monks. You can see that full documentary on my main YouTube channel. But I also love Final Fantasy and love talking about it here on Twitch. And we have a very special guest today who is Yunalescka, who is a fantastic creator and a collector of Final Fantasy and does all kinds of stuff besides just Final Fantasy. But why don't you introduce yourself, Yuna? It's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Hi, guys. My name is Yuna. I don't know. I'm looking at like Philip 2 times on this side of the monitor and then straight up. So I'm like, I don't know where to look at my camera. I'm just gonna look straight.
Okay.
But what's up? I'm a Final Fantasy retro JRPG content creator, and I love Final Fantasy. It's my obsession, and yeah, I've been a collector for like over 30 years.
Yes.
I'm 25 years old, you know, so it's what people say. 25, collector for 30. But yeah, that's me. I used to be a streamer for Heroes of the Storm for 5 years. So a lot of people don't know. Actually, a lot of people didn't know about me and my Final Fantasy obsession until just last year, because I streamed HOTS for 5 years and then I just switched last year to streaming more Final Fantasy and JRPGs and stuff. So yeah, that's me.
That's awesome. It seems like it's been really sort of cathartic for you too. Like it's been really fun for you to get into it because you love Final Fantasy. You can finally like share that with everyone, right?
Yeah. It's so good to actually like express my passions with people and meeting like you and a lot of other streamers and content creators. Like I didn't know about any of you guys until me getting into this like community. So I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, that's been a big thing for me this year. I agree. I felt kind of always alone because I always joke I come from the martial arts world, like I was saying earlier. And in that world, and everybody has this big ego going on and everything. Like I'll try to be friends and stuff and boost each other. They're just like, no, I'm stronger than you and stuff. It's wild. So in the FF community, everybody's so nice. And we get to like hang out and talk in the last couple months. It's been a blast. So that's why it's so great to have you on too, Yuna.
Yay! And, it's so awesome to be here. Good.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, we're gonna go over a couple sort of vague topics. Super chill show. Yuna, feel free to jump on anything. If you want to open chat too, we're probably gonna have some awesome questions from them.
Yeah, I have
if you see anything, too. Just change directions at any point. Super laid back over here. But yeah, I just want to start with how about this? What does Final Fantasy mean to you? What does the name Final Fantasy mean to you with your whole life of enjoying it? I know you're like me. It's one of your first video games, right?
Final Fantasy to me means family. That's why I'm very close with my brothers and my parents. And like when we were growing up, I couldn't really play a lot of video games because my brothers always hogged the consoles, so I'd like always watch them. So when I watched them play like Dragon Warrior and Final Fantasy and stuff, like I fell in love with those type of games like instantly. Yeah. So so to me, like watching them a lot growing up was like my happy moments, like that's what I don't know.
Yeah.
Cared for a lot. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to go hang out with friends. I just would rather watch my brothers play video games. I don't know. It was really weird. But
I understand completely.
The same way, right? Like it's just, I don't know. Yeah. So it just means family, and people are like, whoa, you have so much in your collection and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, like it just turned into like a big passion of mine. So it's just like, I don't know. I can't stop because it's just a big like passion for me. So
Yeah, I
I don't know.
understand completely, and I love how you say that kind of like playing with your brothers thing because I had a similar thing
Yeah.
with my older brother, and there's a lot of JRPGs for like PS1 and stuff that I never played, but I saw the entire game just sitting on the couch as like the younger brother. You know,
Yeah.
you
Just
don't
watch.
get the playing privileges, you know, but you get to watch the whole game and stuff, and it's so much fun. And that's I was saying recently to the other people I've had on. It feels like that again, that feeling of being on the couch with your siblings growing up or your close friends.
Yeah.
For those of us who are only children, like it's so much fun to talk to each other and kind of share it with the community. So that's
Yeah.
probably been one of my favorite things of being a content creator here, and it's been really good to kind of bring that. And somebody said, yeah, the Fast and the Furious family meme. Yes,
Oh.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, there's my brother in chat too, Coco. That's my brother.
Is it actually?
One of them. One of them. Yeah.
That's amazing. Shout out.
Man, what a
Yeah.
nerd. What a loser. Just kidding.
Man, if he's a nerd, we're in trouble, right? We're in trouble. But
Yeah, we're all nerds.
absolutely. But yeah, no, it's great to hear that, you know, you've grown up with that like us and everything. And so was Final Fantasy your first video game or no? Was it just like your younger years?
I think those were, I don't know exactly which one I played. I probably played like Mario first or something.
Mm-hmm. I hear
I
you
don't
on
know. And like, I just watched them play all the JRPGs and stuff, especially Coco. Like, Coco's the one that I watched all the time. Like, I remember my oldest brother was playing Final Fantasy VII, like in his room.
that. Mm-hmm.
And the weirdest freaking memory is him listening to Bryan Adams music while playing Final Fantasy VII. I'm like, how do you listen to Bryan Adams and not listen to freaking Final Fantasy VII music in the background? Like, it's so good.
It is really good.
That's anyway, but yeah, Coco I watched a lot, and yeah, I think I just have like early memories of those
Mm-hmm.
and off road. I don't know if anyone knows what off road is, but it's like a car racing game for Super Nintendo. We always played that, and yeah,
Love it.
so
Love it. So you again,
yeah.
we both grew up in an era where, you know, it wasn't cool to play video games, right? You're kind of like
Yeah.
this weirdo and everything. Everybody didn't really, you know, looked at you funny and everything. So what does it mean to
Yeah.
you nowadays where gaming actually is a lot more mainstream and it's kind of like cool to
Yep.
have like your collection is like cool. People respect that. Back in the day, they would have been like, yeah, okay.
It's so
What is
different
that?
back in the day.
You know? Yeah. So what
Like
do you think? Like
when you're
it's
going to
yeah.
sorry, keep going.
No. I was gonna say, how do you feel? Like, because it's actually cool. People
I
are all
feel
over the internet. Like,
awesome.
oh, it's sweet. Yeah.
I want to talk about video games all the time. I feel like when I hang out with like normal people who don't play video games, I don't know what to talk about. Like, it's just so, yo, like, how's your day? Good. Like, if I talk about video games and they don't play video games, it's kind of awkward, right? Like,
Yep.
weird. But like, I love expressing myself with video games and stuff in my collection, and I feel like it's the cool thing now. Like, it's, I mean, I felt like it's always
Yeah.
been cool, but when you're younger, you don't express it a lot because I don't know, you're scared to like get made fun of or something or whatever it is back in the day. Like,
Absolutely.
different.
Absolutely. That's how it goes. And that's what I bring up. Like, it's so cool that, like, what Final Fantasy means to me is kind of like this, it's kind of like this shared lore, this shared, thematic lore of like kind of all these messages. But then you have like the
Yeah.
visual stuff like Moogles, Chocobos. You have the musical stuff that carries through each game. Even though it's new
Yeah.
characters, it's kind of this like feeling. And I think that's why so many of us who are Final Fantasy fans can like connect so easily is because
Yeah.
it's like we all get it. You know, we all get what the games are about, and it's so we can just instantly talk. So it's
Yeah.
pretty cool. And
What's your earliest game?
it's actually
that
Final
you-
Fantasy 1, yeah.
Really?
For NES, yeah.
Yes.
I remember trying to struggle to figure it out because that game is hard when you're like 4
Yeah.
years old. It's hard when you're
When you
like
don't-
our age.
When
So-
you don't have the internet, obviously, and you
Yeah.
don't know like where to go and stuff sometimes. Oh my god, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. So no, that's like the old school
But-
stuff. And then yeah, I actually played FF10 next after that, and then went backwards because like I didn't get to have a Super Nintendo as a
Nice.
kid. Went like backwards and played all the games. So that was really
Dude, I
fun.
remember I watched you play Final Fantasy VI,
That was
and
funny.
you're doing the opera scene.
Yes, I legendarily failed the opera like how many times? Like 4 or 5 times. It was so funny. Where's the balcony? Where's
He's
the balcony?
like, I'm watching Philip do the opera sing
Yes,
chat,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm like, oh no, Philip's like doing it, and he's like, where do I go? Where do I go? And then he like
Yeah.
failed, and I was laughing my ass off. I'm like,
I
this
just
is
want to add to
awesome.
this
I
too.
freaking-
The reason it was completely ridiculous is I'm dressed as Waka in a Waka cosplay,
Yeah, he was in
which was
Waka
just
cosplay.
so scuffed that I looked like a male stripper, like in a fireman outfit or something. It looked so stupid, and I was just like, how do I do the opera? So it was like one of the most ridiculous things. So yeah, I'd like to blame it on the cosplay, but
Dude, that was the best.
Thank you.
That was
Moving
the best,
on.
though.
Yeah, it was a great night. It was a great night. I think that was the first night you rated too, which was hilarious. Like what a
Yeah.
weird.
I'm like, this guy's cosplaying as Waka. This is legit.
He's
This is
out of his
awesome.
mind. Cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really fun. I have played FF5. I'm actually gonna finish it. I've got halfway through it, and then by choice, I was like, I'm gonna save this for a day when there's like no more retro Final Fantasy. So I'm actually gonna beat it when the Pixel remasters come out. I'm really excited for
Yeah.
5 and
Final
6.
Fantasy 5?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so good. I love that.
Yeah, I
game.
love what I played, and the music is to die for.
Yeah.
So speaking of
Music
music,
is sick.
what would you say is your favorite? And you can answer this one of two ways. You can say, what is your favorite like game of Final Fantasy music, or what is your favorite song from all of Final Fantasy? What do you think? I know it's a hard question.
Just one?
Yeah, you can do a top 3 too. It's all right. I know it's a tough question.
I think I can do top 3. I don't know which one my ultimate favorite is. I would have to say Theme of Love from Final Fantasy IV.
Oh, that's great. Me and Aaliyah love that. We've been
Yeah?
working on a duet of it.
What?
Yeah. Here, just because. Don't worry, I won't do the whole thing, but just because
Let's see.
you're right here, huh?
Please.
Okay, that's enough.
Nick.
That's
No,
enough.
keep going.
We only have so
Keep
much
going.
time, but yeah. Anyways, we love that song. Yeah, she's waving herself out.
Bring the lights.
Everybody,
Bring the
get your
lights.
cell phone lights out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, we love it. We've been working on it. That's a good
Theme of
choice.
Love's amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait for the Pixel remaster version of that. Whew,
I know.
totally.
Don't remind me. I can't wait.
Totally. What would you say is your favorite soundtrack though? From like if you go like 6, 7, 8, like what was your favorite out of all the games?
Final Fantasy 6, obviously. But
Yes.
if I have a favorite soundtrack from Final Fantasy, it's Final Fantasy Symphonic Suit.
Yes, I love that. I know you're one of the only people who.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. Don't worry. You're one of the only people who
Okay.
knows what that is. Like nobody
Yeah.
knows what that is. Yeah.
No one knows. Okay, listen. Like Final Fantasy Symphonic Suit, Love Will Grow,
Mhm.
Final Fantasy Friends,
Oh, yep.
and the potions, and I think
Mhm.
it's Black Mages or something.
Yes. His
Yeah,
rock
all
band.
of those like classics. I can't even just name one, but if it's one game, it's Final Fantasy 6.
Yeah, it's a good choice. I know you really
How
like
about
Terra and stuff. I would say it's a really tough call. I want to say 8 though. Because it's so
8 is
unique.
really good.
There's some really different stuff in 8. And I mean, I could say any of the games, honestly, but that is just so much fun. And so before we get too far away from the past, Pixel remasters.
Pixel remasters.
Let's talk
go.
about it. Like, what does it mean to you? Because I got emotional. Like, I know you get emotional too. when
Yeah,
you play this.
man.
Yeah, like, it hit me hard
Yeah,
when
100.
I heard, because I feel a lot of memory is tied to music, right? When I heard, like, Matoya's Cave and stuff, it's just like, it takes you back. And as I said on my
Yeah.
stream, it's kind of like it's the crossroads of, because Nobuo, he was imagining real instruments when he did these like NES sounds. We don't know what he's thinking,
Yeah.
and then we imagined real instruments in our heads,
Yep.
and then to like hear it
Yep.
for real and come together, it like
Yep.
brought me back to being whatever 4 years old, and it has like this childlike joy to the songs and everything. Like that's what got me. What would you say
It's
is
so good.
yeah? What would you say is the biggest like emotional moment for you going back to FF1? What do you think?
Honestly, in Final Fantasy 1, when you're crossing the bridge and
Mm-hmm.
it like scrolls through all of the writing. Do you remember that? Like in the beginning of the
Yes,
game?
that hit me hard too.
And
Yeah.
it shows like
Uh-huh.
the whole background of like the castle and like
Yep.
your characters. That part was I lost there, I think.
You lost it. Yeah, I think I saw your tweet about that. It was.
Yeah, you too. I saw it like the emotions just like during that part was just like
There's
wow,
something
that's
about it,
my
and
childhood right there.
That's why I love the main theme of Final Fantasy that it played there the first time. Like,
Yeah.
and it's in every game because it sounds like an anthem or something of
Yeah.
like our childhood or something. It's so great. It sounds almost
Yeah.
like a graduation song or something. It's so cool. But
Yeah. I
so
think that's the best thing about the Pixel remasters is like the music.
Yes.
Like that's sick. Like everything, like all like even in Final Fantasy 2, the Pixel remaster, like it's all amazing. I haven't played the third one yet, so I don't know.
I'm gonna start 3 soon. I'm working my way through number 1. I'm probably gonna play a little bit tonight of that. It is so much fun. Like,
Did
and
you play 2 yet?
I looked at the beginning of 2 just because I had to hear the main theme. I'm sure you agree from that symphonic.
Yes.
Like, the
Oh my
main
God!
theme blew
I don't know
me
what that's
away.
called.
It's just called the main theme. I think like the world map theme. Oh, it is.
There's another one. Like the is it like the Rebels theme or something, or like
Oh yeah, the rebel
it goes
theme. Yeah, it was the seventh song on symphonic
oh
soundtrack.
my
Yeah.
god.
So good. No, I mean it's
But
just
yeah.
it's so cool, and this is why like people are not ready for 4, 5, 6. Like those soundtracks are going to be monumental, man. And he's gonna bring the
4, 5, and
sauce.
6.
Like Dancing Mad, Yuna. Oh my
Dancing
god.
Mad, Terrace theme, and then the opera song, and
Yeah, and I know you're a fan of Distant Worlds, I'm sure. So
yes,
I've been to
Distant
4 or
Worlds is
5
amazing.
myself, and I had the privilege of sitting next to Nobu during Distant World.
You were next.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was sitting down. I like came in. I was like, "Oh, we made it good." And Arnie Roth, the conductor, is up on stage, and he's like, "We
Oh
have a
yeah.
very special guest tonight, Nobu Uematsu, in the audience." And I'm like, "Oh,
You're
hi!"
like,
Like,
what?
it was
That
wild.
happened to me too, but he was like 2 rows behind me.
Oh, it's
And
awesome.
he's just sitting there like watching, and I'm like, what the
Yeah,
heck? I
it
didn't even know.
it was surreal because it was the first time they performed like the Final Fantasy VI medley with like Kefka, Terra, and stuff. And to look over and see him like he was literally dancing along to his own song. I'm like, this is some meta. Like this is wild.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, it's
That's
wild.
awesome.
So yeah, that was a great experience, and I agree. Like the video that they showed during Distant Worlds, like it makes you so emotional because like
Yeah.
it ties back to your memories, and it hits so
Have
hard.
you been to Distant Worlds where they played the opera song with the opera singers?
I've not seen the opera. No,
Dude,
is it great?
I
Yeah.
I freaking cried. Like I was there listening to them do the opera song, and I just bawled because it's like it just hits you. I've never been to a live opera, I don't know,
Yeah.
thing before, but like hearing that was
Yeah,
it
it's a
was
level
crazy.
of like power and emotion in the voice that is crazy. Opera, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it
really
was
cool.
crazy.
But yeah, so speaking of the Pixel remasters and the music, I think it's time we did our first giveaway.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give away a copy
Giveaway.
of Final Fantasy 1 first. All right. So the only thing is you guys have to be following. All right. And when I say go, you're gonna have 60 seconds. You're gonna have 1 minute to enter. Okay. And you're gonna do exclamation point pixel in the chat when I say go. Okay. It's gonna be your time to enter. All right. So we're gonna set it up in just a
Make
second.
sure you guys enter.
Just relax. All right. I know you're seeing some weird stuff on the screen. I'm gonna change the screen just for 1 second. Okay. Here we go. We're starting the giveaway. And it has almost begun, so make sure to follow everybody if you want in. Make sure
Good luck,
to
guys.
make sure to get in there. It's starting. Hold on. It didn't start yet. it's loading. It's loading. people are doing it.
Oh my god.
Everybody wants in. All right, give it a second. It's just
It's so tense.
should I
Oh my
refresh?
God.
Hold on. Streamlabs is loading. Give it a second, guys. Oh,
Wait.
okay. It just
Does it work?
yeah, it worked. Okay, everybody, guys, get in there. It's not showing me, but apparently it's working. Get in there. Get everybody enter. Let's go. Get your votes in. Make sure you enter. It will confirm if you have entered. So everybody get in there.
I'm gonna
And-
get mine ready too.
Do your thing. Yeah. Get it ready.
Final Belmont.
The final Belmont. Oh man, that's a great name.
Good name.
I'm gonna refresh because we need to pick a winner.
Yeah, let's refresh.
I'm gonna refresh on my end, but it should be good. Keep entering, guys. You should be good to go.
Good luck, guys.
All you got to do is
Win.
be a follower. That's the only prerequisite. Hope that worked. Hope it didn't kill it or something. Oh no.
Oh wait, was it a minute already? That's good.
I don't know. Let's see. It's been a little laggy here, guys. Give us a second. You can no longer enter. Okay, I think it was probably a minute then. Seemed quick,
Yeah.
but okay. It's
Okay.
click this.
Yes.
Okay, give us a second. Trying to pick.
This is all part of the plan.
It's all part of the master plan. Okay, here we are, guys. Are we ready? Picking the winner. The winner is Jet Robin.
Jet.
Jet Rock.
Jet Robin. So what's going to happen is, I think it's going to say in chat, yep, Jet Robin has won. Go back to the interview setup here.
_ Robin.
Thank you so much, Jet Robin, for entering. So Aaliyah is going to message you the Steam code for that, all right?
Aliyah waifu.
And you should be good. Yes, the waifu herself
The waifu.
is going to get in there. And if you didn't win, you have to say hashtag rigged.
I'm messaging you.
Yes, it's a law. of the internet. Anyway, I know Smokalog does that. But all right, you guys are the best. So we're going to wait a few more minutes.
Let me know if you got the
Rigged.
Okay.
I didn't win.
Did you get it? You got the code already on the...
Let me get it.
Okay, she's going to grab that code for you. Give us Yuna's naughty state. We'll continue talking. Guys, we're going to give away FF2 Pixel Remasters a little bit later on, and I think we're going to give FF3 as we finish tonight. Yeah, so get ready.
I'm just going to need their email after. If you can start the giveaway later, like when we do it.
Perfect. Yeah, no worries. We got...
Sweet.
Waiting for them to respond, that's all.
Perfect. All right, she's going to see if that person responds. Jet Robin, to a whisper.
Don't.
If it's... Yeah, you will forfeit if you don't respond to her. So, anyways, we'll keep talking. But thanks, guys, for participating. Again, if you want to enter, it's free. All you got to do is follow.
Okay, Jet, check your whispers if you want the game.
Awesome.
Free, guys. Free.
Congrats, Jet. All right, let's continue going. Yes, rigged. Hashtag rigged. All right, so I know you're somebody who loves to celebrate Final Fantasy like me too, and just like all the various aspects of it and everything. What would you say is your favorite? Because, we've talked about music. We could talk about the artwork and the drawings. We could talk about the gameplay and stuff. What is the thing that you love most out of all those aspects across the series?
With Final Fantasy, it's the stories.
Yeah, good choice.
I think the stories are like my number one. Like, it's just like playing a JRPG. If the story sucks, then I'm not gonna play it. Like, it's you want to play a game that feels almost like a movie.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's just like a movie that you're playing or watching or whatever it is. And I think the story is very important. And music is like the second one.
I agree completely. Yeah, I mean, you guys know I love...
music is like...
Yes, the music is so great. And it's just like any good film, right? The soundtrack is a huge part of it. And you guys know from my stuff, I analyze the cinematic language of Final Fantasy on my end and stuff. And it's just, it is one of the most like story-rich games out there. And we talk about like FF7, FF6, FF10. Like some of these stories are just some of the best stories out there. And it's in a game. Yeah. So it's so cool. Yeah. And I think Final Fantasy are the ones who, like, with FF7, a lot of people say it's the first AAA game. They had like these crazy high budget studio cutscenes by like a film studio and stuff. It's unheard of for video games. So it's really cool.
That's a lot of people's favorites, FF7.
So it's really cool to see. Speaking of FF7, Yuna, where do you think the remake is going? Now, you can either say, I'd love to hear your theory. Like, do you have any crazy theories? And again, this will be a mild spoiler warning in the chat for you guys. I know a lot of you guys are hungry for our theories tonight on FF7, but what do you think? You can either tell us your favorite theory or where do you want it to go personally? Do you want it to just be, exactly like the old game? What do you think?
I mean, I of course want it to be like the old game, but I know they're changing a few things, so we're not going to expect that. Obviously, with the first remake, it's not the exact same game. So
right.
I think they're going to keep the story like how it is, but I feel like with Zack being in there now, like that just changes everything. But I feel like Aerith is still going to die, because I feel like in OG FF7 she was like, it was important, not important for her to die, but it was like a big thing for the game. You know what I mean? Like it's very important for her to die. And anyway, so I feel like she's still going to die, but she's not going to die where we expect her to die. You know
I like
what I mean?
that.
Like, I feel like it might be later on in remake or something.
I like this.
I really want her and Zack to meet too. Like, I love them as a couple, and
I know.
I don't really ship characters a lot because I'm not going to get into that.
Same.
But that's
dangerous. Yeah.
But they're like, since Crisis Core, they loved each other.
So you have chosen
absolutely
death.
Hey, thanks for the 100 bits, Sean.
What do you mean death?
So
I just feel like
what?
Death?
Yeah, I'll give you guys one of my crazy theories that I had. Thanks to Sleep Easy and Baby Seal. We had them on the other night, and they had a lot of great insights that they found out. So I want to make sure I give credit to what inspired me for this theory, even though it's my own.
Okay.
But so he brought to my attention something that happens to Sephiroth after, like, post-game FF7 is apparently when Meteor hits, it says that Sephiroth, like when he's in the life stream and he's kind of like, been dispersed in there again by Cloud, he he like gives his memories of his old kind of, inferior self, as he views it. He's so arrogant now. He's like become a god and stuff. He like gives his memories to Meteor and they're gone. So he doesn't remember apparently being like a child and stuff because he's so disgusted by it. He's so hurt by his childhood. He discards it. It's so sad. So I thought, how cool would it be is, maybe it's Aerith from the live stream, maybe it's Cloud, maybe it's something else, gives him back his memory. Somehow they get delivered back to him, and like that undoes him. Maybe it's like he can't stand that he's so weak back then, or maybe he feels guilt because you realize he actually killed a real living girl, and he killed a real person. He killed Cloud's mother. He killed all these people, and imagine if that comes crashing down and kind of breaks him, and he has remorse or something. So I don't know. I think it could be cool.
Yo, that'd be crazy.
Hey, what do you guys think?
That'd be so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I was also gonna say, like, I think how we got like a DLC for Yuffie. I think we're gonna get a DLC for Vincent.
That's such a good idea. What do you think happens?
They're not like main characters. Like, how do I explain it? They're not like, what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, I think Vincent will get a DLC after
part 2, maybe.
After part 2, maybe.
Phil for Vincent, thank you.
I don't know.
What do you think happens in this DLC unit? Like, you think it's his flashback? Like, what do you think? That'd be awesome.
I don't know. I don't know what would happen. Like, there's so much that's going on with Remake right now. Like, I don't know what to expect.
So much, I know.
Like, I don't even know where to start with Remake. Like, it's like, hey, like, we have 2 different time. What is it called?
A lot of people think there's timelines. Yeah, who knows?
Timelines. There's like 2 timelines with Zach. You know what I mean? And then it's just so, like, it's different, but you just don't know what to expect.
Oh, for sure, sure. I like it though, because like I said, I think it's the best time to be a Final Fantasy fan. It feels like it's 1997 again, because who would have thought that we could be? It's 2021, and we're sitting here talking about what's going to happen to Sephiroth in Final Fantasy. Like, what?
Yeah.
That story's over. Like, it's so cool. They somehow are giving us, like, we get to have our cake and eat it. Like I keep saying, we get to relive our favorite story, but they're just adding fun new scenes into it and like all this cool stuff. And then we have 16 coming out, which I got to ask you.
16?
Are you excited for it?
I can't wait.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
I hope it's more of like a Final... Did you play Final Fantasy Tactics?
Yes, I love Tactics.
I hope it's like Tactics, where it's dark and like bloody
political.
And like what are the words? Like betrayal and like I want it to be like that. Because it kind of gives me that vibe. I don't know why.
Yeah,
like
I
Game
think
of
so
Thrones
too.
kind of vibe.
Yeah, it looks like it could be in Evilly, so a really similar spot to like Tactics and Vagrant Story and 12. So I'm super game for that.
We need more trailers or something. I don't know. I don't know when they're gonna announce more stuff. Like,
I know, it's killing me too. I think sometime like this year maybe. But so speaking of 16, I have a question I love asking. Big FF fans. What do you want the future of Final Fantasy to be? Like, what do you want for 17? 18 and these future titles? And I'll give you an idea by giving you what I want. I had this cool idea a while ago where I was like, I think you might agree with me because you like the classics. It's like, man, how cool would it be if we got like FF17 with the Yoshitaka Amano designs from like 6?
Oh my god,
right?
yes.
Like a new game with like really great graphics with those old school designs and like Nobuo on the music. How cool would that be? So just an idea.
That, and I want turn-based so bad.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I know action games now are like more popular, but like I feel there's still a lot of Final Fantasy fans who are OG FF fans from like back in the day who really like turn-based, and I like the turn-based. I like the more fantasy vibes. Like, I don't want like a Final Fantasy with like cars and cell phones and and all that other stuff. I just want something that's like, like Final Fantasy 4 or 5 or 6, like those times with like airships and dragons and I agree, like that kind of stuff. It's totally. They need a turn-based so bad. Like, I just want one.
I wonder if they give it to us. I do. Yeah, we always got Dragon Quest.
They probably won't because it's all like crazy graphics now, and they just want to have it all like action. And I do love what they're doing with 7 though, to like combine the two. How it's like, slow down and choose your stuff. I do like that. Yeah,
I think maybe they continue to refine it and maybe like kind of combine the two more. But I like 7 Remake because it was kind of like it had a piece of every Final Fantasy in there. It had like the FF10 strategy, but it was like FF7 ATB, FF12 that kind of moving around while you're fighting and stuff. I just thought it was so cool.
I liked it too, and it like usually I get kind of motion sickness from those type of games. Like, that's why I couldn't finish Final Fantasy 13 because like
Yeah.
the camera movement in that game, like I couldn't even play it. Like it was just brutal for me. I don't know why.
That game's
Chat,
wild.
don't laugh at me. I get really bad motion sickness from those type of games. But Final Fantasy VII Remake was like super smooth. Like it wasn't
It was, yeah.
like it didn't cause any type of motion sickness for me. And you can zoom out a little bit more.
Yeah, that
which
is really
was
nice.
great.
That is,
So-
yeah, 13 is kind of crazy now that I think about it. Like the camera's just whipping around and stuff.
It's
Yeah.
like not even it's that, but also the camera for me had like
Uh-huh.
a delay of like 0.5 seconds or something. Like you'd move your character one way and then the camera would move like a little bit after that.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, I don't know, it just fucked up with my eyes. Effed up with my eyes.
It's
sorry.
okay. You can say whatever.
I swear a lot. Sorry, I'm in bed.
Let it all out, Yuna. Let it all out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what do you think about what do you think about Ever Crisis, Yuna? Somebody asked in chat too. It's pretty exciting, right? It's kind of like that
I'm
classic.
excited for Ever Crisis.
Turn-based,
I
yeah.
mean, play on your phone, I guess. I don't know. I'm excited
Yeah.
to. I don't.
I'm sure we'll get it. I'm sure we'll get
I
it
have
somehow.
to see. I have to play it. Yeah, I have to like play it to like talk more about it. But it looks really fun.
Yeah, totally.
It looks fun and interesting. So
Love that. So I have a question that, and Aaliyah, you can, if you want to chime in on this one too, because I know we talk about this a bit. For me
Nope.
personally, like as a woman in the Final Fantasy creative space, like for me, there's so many awesome female characters. It's quite rare in a lot of franchises. There's so many epic female characters in Final Fantasy, and I feel that, like, I think Yuna is probably the best character in all of Final Fantasy as far as like a depth of a character goes. Like she's so cool. And like I want to ask you,
Yuna,
who
yeah.
are some of your favorite female FF characters?
Tara.
Being like a woman, I
Tara
knew you were
from
gonna
Final
say Tara.
Fantasy VI.
Yeah.
Tara, like
Awesome.
she's like, you know, wanting to know more about what love is and all that
Mhm.
stuff, and she's just such a solid character. I love her so much.
Yeah.
I love her. I love Yuna. Obviously,
Yes.
Yuna is amazing, and I've started to grow a lot of love for Tifa.
Yeah. Me too.
I don't know, like when I played Final Fantasy VII OG, like I loved Aerith a lot, but now, like I love them all. Like I don't have any hate for anyone.
Same. Yeah.
But I love Tifa a lot more now because I feel like she shows a lot more of like you get to know more of her emotions
Mhm.
and feelings. Like you just feel so connected to her, and yeah, I started to love her a lot.
I agree. And
So-
feel free to chime in on this if you want to, Aaliyah, or not.
Yeah, Leah.
It's your call. But yeah, Tifa for me is awesome. I've always related the most to Tifa, believe it or not, because and it's
Yeah?
not just because she does martial arts like me. I love the fact that
Monk.
her biggest weakness is like her kindness. I think that's such a cool. I think that's such a cool character quality because and she ends up because she cares about Cloud so much, not
Yeah.
saying what is wrong with you. That's wrong. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And like it ultimately hurts him, hurts herself because it's just such an interesting aspect. Whereas, like you said,
Yeah.
you have Aerith, who's like she's like a divine, like ancient being almost, where she has knowledge of the planet, like she knows what she has to do. She's a little bit more removed, where Tifa is still like a human. She's very rooted in the day-to-day struggles that we have and stuff. Yeah. What do you think from Aaliyah, from your experience so far?
I mean, I love Tifa. She's great. And
Yeah.
like you said, kindness, I think it is overlooked as like a strength in so many different types of media.
Yeah.
Just also why we love.
Oh.
Hilarious
Cheer
timing.
one, cheer one, cheer one, cheer
Yes,
one,
laugh.
cheer one, cheer one,
That's
cheer
funny.
one,
Thanks,
cheer
Sean.
one, cheer one, cheer one,
your
cheer
call
one,
forever.
cheer one, cheer one.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, Sean.
But yeah, it's so overlooked as a strength and an antagonist. So it was also why we loved Demon Slayer so much too.
Yeah, if anyone's seen Demon Slayer, it's similar. Lightning, Jack Swan's green. Hell yeah, it's very
I
similar.
haven't seen it yet. I have to see it.
Get some green going.
Girl,
Ooh, yeah,
it'll change your whole life.
yeah. it
I
does.
know. I heard it's really
Yeah,
good.
similar to Tifa too. Like the main character, like almost his power is that he's like super kind, and it's super cool. Like for instance, when he has to kill a character at one point, he does it like very mercifully instead of like, yeah, I'm gonna beat you up like it would be in Dragon Ball Z, which I love DBZ. But instead of being so savage, and he's like, oh, this person is someone like, yeah, they're a bad person, but they're still hurting, they're still
Yeah.
struggling. Let's kill them peacefully. And so it's just such a cool twist that you don't usually see. But
I gotta see that. I heard it's so good.
yeah, I love that about Tifa.
Yuna as well. Like I didn't even know
Yeah.
about. I'm gonna be honest. Like Philip introduced me to the entire world of Final Fantasy. Like the
Yes,
entire
Philip, good
world.
job.
I had to. Come on.
He introduced me
Yes.
to Fran. Like he he introduced me to so much. So
Oh, Fran. Yeah,
Fran
is on.
Listen, but when he played 10, I was like, Yuna is such a in-depth character. She's
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many layers to it, so I totally agree with what you said. And
Yeah, she's awesome.
And Tara's bae too. I love Tara.
Yeah, Yuna for me, it's like, because as the game goes on, when you get that big twist about what the pilgrimage actually is for her, it's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, what a strong. She's like 17 or something. It's like, what?
Yeah.
She's completely resolved herself to that. Like, oh man, what a strong person. And then the romance and her struggling with, okay, but I don't want to be selfish even though I love this guy. Still got to go.
Yeah.
Like, it is just
Yeah.
so many layers
It's so
to her.
good. And
Yeah.
Rydia. I saw someone say Rydia in
Rydia.
chat, and I'm like, yes, Rydia from Final Fantasy IV.
She's
She was just
fantastic.
a kid, and like we killed her mom, and oh god, that was bad.
Yeah, it's so cool. That's one of the games. I get a lot of weird looks for this. I would love a Final Fantasy IV remake. Man,
Yes.
that is one of the games, because it's the first Final Fantasy where they had like these named characters with deep backstories. I would love to see
Yeah.
like Rydia and Kain fleshed out and all these awesome characters.
Yeah, Kane's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Totally. But no, there's
Who's
so
you
many
guys'
great.
favorite male character? Do you have a favorite male character?
What do you think, Leah? And this can be Husbando Crush, or this can be just character.
Yeah.
We have a trifecta of husbandos. All right, we have Barrett, we have Vincent, and we have Balthier. Top 3.
Oh, she loves Balthier. Yeah.
Balthier's the
Oh,
best.
nice.
He's so smooth. Yeah, how could you not?
So smooth.
He's so smooth.
Husbando.
Yes.
Totally. Somebody said he's Stola. I told Aaliyah she should cosplay as Stola.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God, what's your next cosplay?
Yeah, what's your next
Please,
cosplay?
My next
The people
cosplay?
need
I
to
still have to
know.
cosplay my Terra one. I'm waiting on that. I'm
Please,
waiting for
yeah.
like some sort of like maybe for Pixel Remaster when it's released. Then I'll like
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yes.
cosplay it.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. After playing 14, you're like looking at all these different characters, and you want to cosplay so many of the
There's a
different
million,
ones in
right?
there too.
Yeah.
You
There's a
would make a really good Ishtola. Oh my god, I love Ishtola.
I saw it
She's
and
so
it didn't
pretty.
click until recently. I just happened to think, I was like, oh my God.
I need
You
Oh,
even
yeah.
have that hair too. You have that hair, you should wear it.
What should I?
It's like
I don't see
it's
a
kind of like
picture.
2B, what she has, right? It's like
Oh
a
my
short
God.
white. Yeah.
I
awesome.
need to see this Terra cosplay, sis.
Yeah,
Oh
get
my
it out.
God.
Give
She's
the
about to
people.
break the whole internet.
She will.
Yeah.
She will. So, just because the FF14 community and me have had a complicated relationship. Why don't you talk about 14 a little bit? I know you've had quite an evolution with 14, Yuna.
Yeah, it's interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
like it's getting better now. Like before, when I was playing it, it was really hard to push through. It was kind of boring. Sorry, chat. I know you guys love 14, but it was freaking boring, man. I couldn't.
Oh, I'm with
I don't
you
know.
on that.
I didn't know
I'm
if I
with you
could
on
deal
that.
with it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, you know what? Okay, fine. I'll push through. And I did the quests. And then I kept going. And then I'm like, whoa, okay, that's interesting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I kept going. And then it started getting a lot better. So,
Yeah.
you just have to like push through, man.
Yeah, that's what I heard. And that's kind of my struggle too. Is like, I know I'll love the later story because I just hear amazing things about it. And I know,
Yeah.
I know the creators are just awesome and they're doing 16 and stuff. But like, it's such a time sink to like go through ARR and stuff. So we'll see. I think like I said, I will get back
Yeah.
on at one point. And there's been some great members of that 14 community offering to help me and stuff because I took like 3
Yeah.
years off and trying to come in at level 50 Dragoon is not easy. But
Yeah.
we'll see. I'll give it another chance.
You should, yeah. Like it's I'm post A Realm Reborn now. I'm almost
Mm-hmm.
close to Heaven's Ward, I think. So I've just been soloing it like a JRPG.
Awesome. That's a good way
You
to
know
do
what I
it.
mean? And I told
Yeah.
my chat, I'm like, please, like, just let me try and do this. You know, I'll get you guys to like help me in raids and dungeons and stuff, and then I'll do all the fun stuff with my stream after. You know, like I just want to kind of treat it as a JRPG, and it's been getting better. Really
Awesome. Love that. Love that. So speaking of, we talked about characters that we relate to and stuff. What would you say is like a story beat or something that you relate, or like one of the stories you relate to the most? Because yeah, I would say again, like FF8 training at the Shaolin Temple, oddly enough, reminded me of like the garden experience for the Seeds, where they're like
Oh,
training every day.
nice.
Yeah, you just like wake up, train, go on missions and stuff.
Yep.
It was kind of like that in
Yep.
China when I was a warrior monk. It was awesome. But like,
How
yeah,
long were you in China?
I was in China for a couple months during that whole process, and
Nice. That's awesome.
it was crazy. Yeah, again, you can see that documentary on my YouTube, guys, if you're interested. But
Yeah, that'd be cool to see.
we're celebrating
That's
1.5 million views today, by the way. So thank
Holy
you, guys.
crap! 1.5 million?
1.5 mil, yeah, on YouTube.
People watched it. Holy.
Yeah, I'm very proud of it. Don't worry, we got the battery ready to switch out, guys. I'm sorry to stress you out. I know
Everyone's
it's
like,
very
"What battery?"
stressful.
Oh, Joey in chat.
Should we do a prediction? Will Phil switch it in time? No, don't worry. Yeah, we'll switch it when it dies. But
I honestly don't know what I would compare it to myself with any Final Fantasy. I don't know.
yeah, or even just
Trying
like a
to
favorite
think, and
story. I
it's
mean,
hard. That's a hard one.
I agree. There's so many. I just happen to think of that. But man, I mean, I love 10's story. I always talk about this like from a writing standpoint because I'm a filmmaker myself. Like I love 10's story because it's just so like
10 is amazing.
because it's a pilgrimage. Every scene is just driving the story forward. There's no like, oh, let's go do Waka's like side story for 2 hours.
Yeah.
No, it's all happening together. Like there's no missed beats. And
Yeah.
man, when that climax hits at the end, like it just breaks your soul apart. You know, it's so good.
I
But,
love 10. Like I don't know why people like some people like don't like it and some people do obviously, but like it's really good.
Yeah.
I don't know about X2. Like I liked X2. And people probably will say they don't like X2, but I didn't mind it. Like
Yeah, it's a fun game, but it just had a different vibe than
Charlie's
10.
Angels type vibe, but
Yeah.
you know, it's still fun.
Totally. Yeah, Sphere Grid for me is like still the most fun, like dopamine
Yeah.
squirtathon, as I always say. Like the Sphere Grid is just it's visual, it's fun, it's awesome. Oh, I love it so much. But yeah, if we get 10-3 in like 90 years, you know, we'll see. But
I heard that rumor. I'm like, what?
I know it's crazy.
What would they talk about? I was like, oh, maybe they'll talk about Yuna and like Titus's kid or something.
That would be wild. That would be crazy.
I don't know, like a story with their kid or like what is it? I don't know.
Yeah. So, all right. So, speaking of, we're gonna do another giveaway in just a second, guys, for Final Fantasy II Pixel Remaster.
Yeah.
All right. The second giveaway of the night. All you have to do is be following to enter this giveaway. All right. When I say go, you will have 60 seconds. It's gonna say in chat. Streamlabs will tell you when it's live. You'll have just a minute to say !Pixel in the chat. All right. So we're gonna
Hurry up,
switch
chat.
screens and let's get ready for it, guys. May the best man, woman win. Here we go. We're gonna go back quick
Look.
and let me complete that one. And we're gonna go back. Oh, okay. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
Everything's falling apart. No, we're still good. We're still good.
It's okay.
Okay, starting the giveaway now, guys. 59 seconds. Get in there. And !Pixel, guys. Let it be known. This is your big chance to win. Let's get it done.
Enter
Let's get it done.
now.
Make sure to enter, guys. Make sure to enter. I'm going to switch the camera battery while that goes
Oh
on.
my god.
Do it.
Do
Big camera battery.
Speed run.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see who gets it. Let's see who gets it. Pixel,
Oh, that
Pixel,
was a
Pixel.
quick change. Holy.
Pretty good. Yeah. Hey, you know.
That was
good.
fast.
You got to do it in the field. It calls for speed. Yeah, I trained in Shaolin. What can I say?
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Keep entering. You still got a chance. And
Master Monk.
15 seconds. Yes, I am like I think Sleepy's or
Master
somebody
monk.
joked. I am the monk class, the monk job of the Final Fantasy community. If we had a party, what would you be, Yuna? Would you be white mage like Yuna?
I
Summoner?
would be. I think I'd be a white mage because I like to help people.
Heck yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're picking the winner in 3, 2, 1. The winner is Tacos Are My Food. What a great name.
That's a great name.
What a great name. I love that.
Okay.
That's
Tacos.
perfect.
So tacos. I'm gonna send you a whisper,
Yep.
and yeah, I'll give you the code.
All right, Leah's going to whisper you that. Congrats, Tacos. If you lost, #rigged in the chat.
Yay. Okay.
We'll do the third one, I guess, like before we end or something.
Yeah, we'll do that for the finale whenever you want, Yuna. And
Yeah.
somebody said stop the count. Wow.
Blame
All right.
Yuna?
Blame Yuna.
Hey, it's not my fault.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Wow.
I'm coming after you.
You guys just, need some more RNG in your life.
Yeah, you got bad
You're
RNG.
just kidding.
Yeah. How do you get treated by RNG, Yuna? I've had some wild stuff
I've
happen
had
to me. on
really good
stream.
RNG, especially in
Really?
Pixel Remaster.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I played the second one and I
What happened?
fought the rare boss that spawns like 1% or something. And I
What?
didn't even know.
That's crazy.
I'm like, I'm fighting the Iron Giant, guys, and everyone's like, "Whoa, you found the Iron Giant?" I'm like, "Who's that?"
Oh, yeah, Iron Giant's rare. Yeah. That's
I
awesome.
didn't know 'cause I never finished 2, and that was the first time I played 2. So like,
I love to. I think it's super underrated, and I've heard they made it even better in the remaster. Like I think
Dude.
it's super clever level up system where like you attack more, you get more strength and stuff. I think it's really fun. But the old game was just so freaking hard that like you got to be a monster to do it. But I hear they've like
Yeah.
balanced it a little bit better. Is that true?
Dude, 2 is a different story.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm
It's
excited for 3 too.
Like, look, listen, like 2 is good, but you need a lot of patience for that game. If you don't have patience, you are not gonna like 2. Okay, the random encounter rate is ridiculous. You seriously
is.
step like a few feet and you're in a fight already. Like it's so bad.
That's wild.
Like it's a good.
Yeah.
It's so there's that, and then I never even learned all of my like I learned spells, but I never used my magic.
Yeah, I
Dude,
hear ya.
I only learned cure and protect and barrier, and that's all I needed. And people are like, you should use Ultima, you should use your flare. And I'm like, no, I just use dual wielding and I beat the game.
That's wild. Dual wielding's powerful. Yeah.
Dude, it's so strong.
Yeah, I played the OG and it was ridiculously hard, but I'm excited for FF3 because that's the only ones I've never finished like by design to save
Yeah.
them was 3 and 5. So I'm finally gonna do it, and that's gonna be a blast.
Oh, 3 is so good. And you're going to love
Yeah.
5. 5
I
is
can't
amazing.
wait. I can't wait for that ending. So
good.
so have you played every single one? Well, you said you didn't finish 13, but which
So I
ones have
didn't
you
finish- I didn't finish 13.
Mhm.
I will never finish Dirge of Cerberus.
played? That's fine.
I
That's all right.
that's my nice, you
Yeah.
know, it's a coaster, whatever you want to make it. And then there's Type 0.
Mm-hmm. I don't like Type
I
0.
won't play. It's just not my play style. Like I'm not saying they're bad games. I'm just saying they're not my play style.
Yeah, I hear you.
So 13, Dirge, Type 0, and I know there's another one. 12. I've never finished 12.
Ooh, I really want to push you to finish 12. I think it's fantastic. Well, what stopped you from finishing it? The battle system?
It's not turn based.
I hear you. I hear you.
That's why I was hesitant when I was growing up. Like I just love my turn based, and I'm like,
I hear ya.
like action. I don't want to play. And then
Yeah. I
need to give it
recommend
a chance.
if you haven't checked out the remaster Zodiac Age, it has like the speed up and stuff, so the battles are a breeze. Like it's a lot
it's on
It's a
my
lot.
list. I will give it a chance for sure.
yeah, because
Oh, and
I
15.
Oh, you haven't finished 15?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I think the director is an idiot, Tabata. That's the reason Square fired him. He did Type 0 as well. I don't like his style. I think it's a little too edgy, a little too wannabe edgy and stuff. But like, it's 15's good. Like the remnants of Nomura's story are still there, even though it got jumbled around and like the super minimalist version of it. It's still there, and there are some great characters. I interviewed the voice of Noctis, Ray Chase, and the voice of Arden, Darren DePaul. Like fantastic people. Yeah, at Comic-Con actually. Great, but you can see that on my YouTube, guys, if you want. And like the passion that these guys had for the part is amazing. Like they are like Darren DePaul, who does Arden. I mean, the performance is great. Listen to it. Like I have never met someone who's so enthusiastic about his art. And like I guess what I'm saying is, even though it's kind of like a lot of movies, right, where maybe certain parts of it aren't the best, but there are still artists on there who like gave it their all, and you got to appreciate it. Yeah, you got to
I
appreciate
like
it.
Noctis's voice. Like his because he was the voice actor for the adult protagonist in Nier.
Yeah, he was
Replicant.
really good in that too.
And I'm like, he sounds so familiar. Like, who is this? And they're like, that's Noctis. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
And
that
I'm
was
like,
him.
okay.
Yeah, it was cool. But 15 has great parts too. It's just like I always say, the tragedy of 15 is that it's good and it should be like the best Final Fantasy. Like if it was the OG story and everything, like those verses
I heard
13.
it's good though, and some people are saying it's bad, but I want to play it. I want to try it.
Yeah,
more.
I
Like,
would-
I've
I
tried
wouldn't-
it, but I've never finished it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's bad. I think you'll like it, and it's quite emotional. I think you'll enjoy the story. But again,
I
you'll
heard.
find yourself just being like wanting more. It's so good.
Yeah,
Adult Nier. Yeah, Nier is great too. How do you feel about the Nier series?
I love it.
Have
I've
you played
never
Automata?
played Nier until Replicant, the remaster
Yeah.
one, and it's so good. I have yet to play Automata, so that's next, and I can't wait. I'm excited.
That's amazing. Yeah, me and Aaliyah
excited.
have been nerding out over the soundtrack of Nier.
Oh
It is
yeah,
just
the soundtrack's so good too.
it is really the remastered soundtrack for Replicant. Like the old one was
Yeah.
was godly, and this is just like a dream. So yeah, we've been eating it up and trying to play on piano and stuff like Kaine's theme and stuff. It's been great, but
and Emil's theme is so good too.
oh, it's so good.
It's so sad. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about that a lot. Yeah, very sad. Yoko Taro's a lunatic, right? But speaking of other games, like you love Square Enix in general, right? Like what's some of your other favorite games? And don't even limit yourself to Square Enix. Like I know you've actually played. You used to be like a competitive streamer in. It just escaped me. Was it
Heroes
League of
of the
Legends?
Storm.
Oh, Hero of the Storm.
Yeah, Blizzard.
Yeah, well, Blizzard's. This was before that nonsense, right? But
Yeah, this is way before. But yeah, I like playing competitive too. I did play League for like 4 years, which was fun, and
That's
then I quit that because it just got meh. Because
Yeah.
HOTS came out, and then I quit HOTS because it was just like toxic and other
Mhm.
reasons, and I just meh. And then but I like other JRPGs. Like I always tend to go back to like a lot of the older ones on Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've been playing a lot of new ones on stream. Like Dragon Quest series is so good.
Oh my god, it's so good. Yeah.
Like 11 was
So
really, really good.
relaxing. Yeah, we've been working on 11 just offline, like super chill. And she
Yeah.
always falls asleep like immediately because the music is
it's
just like it's so good. Yeah,
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah,
absolutely.
just like any other turn-based JRPG. I don't know. There's a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a lot of games. So
What do
but
you?
yeah, Dragon-
No, I agree. I love the retro stuff too, and like it's kind of sad that there are people who make retro games now with like pixel graphics and stuff, like just for fun. But like we'll
Octopath.
we'll never have this this era again of like that's the best graphics in existence. Like FF6 for example,
Yeah.
FF6, Chrono Trigger. Like we'll never have that era again.
Yeah.
So there's really only so many games we can play, and then we've played them all, and it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
sad. But question for you, Yuna.
PlayStation had good ones too.
Oh my god, PlayStation, yeah. There's
Like
so
there
many good
was
ones.
Legend of Dragoon. There's like I want a remaster of Parasite Eve. Like Parasite Eve is amazing.
Yeah. Really
And
good
then-
cinematic game too, Parasite Eve.
Have you played Shadow Hearts? Shadow Hearts is good. Like there's
No.
so many. Oh my god, there's so many games.
Yeah, I gotta cover some. That'd be really fun to do on stream sometime. But speaking of stream, question for you, Yuna. Like as a content creator,
Yeah.
I like you said, it's so cool for you to kind of come back to Final Fantasy and like be growing a different community in that direction. Which I hear you on the content pivot. That's been a huge challenge for me too over the years with martial arts and stuff.
Yeah.
Where do you want to be in like 5 to 10 years? Do you have any like projects you're working on that you want to talk about? Do you have like any direction you want to go, or do you just want to keep kind of doing what you love? What's your outlook?
I think I finally found like what I really love to do, and which
Amazing.
is just playing the games that I love. Like I was playing again HOTS for 5 years straight. Like
Wow.
I played that for like 8 to 10 hours every day. I streamed it.
Oof.
And that's just because like I became a spotlight streamer for Heroes of the Storm, so I was on their launcher like once a week and stuff.
That's crazy.
And then I don't know, I wanted to be a part of a community that was more positive and more welcoming. Like it just turned out to be. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk about that community, but I like where I am now. I know my channel isn't gonna get to like 1,000 viewers or like 2,000 viewers. I mean, I don't know the future, but I think I'm content with my few hundred viewers. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
and I just want to keep going and playing the JRPGs and Final Fantasy and stuff. So like even 5 years from now, I still see myself doing what I'm doing and playing all the new JRPGs that come out. So
That's really
I don't know,
good.
just chill, just relax. I'm not here to like get numbers. Like I'm not here to be like, man, I just want like 1,000 viewers. How come I'm not getting there? Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like at my level, like I can just talk to everyone and not miss a lot of messages.
Yes, I hear you
Like,
there.
you
I
just-
hear you that. I do enjoy that too. But it's really
Yeah.
refreshing to hear you say that because I think that's one of the reasons I wanted to have you on. Again, it's just like you're so positive about it because you can tell when streamers like fake. Oh yeah, I love this
Yeah.
game, and they have to play it like a million hours. They do not like it. And I can
Yeah.
tell you just really love Final Fantasy, and that's pretty much all my content is. Besides like my filmmaking side is a little different, but I just like to get excited about the stuff that I enjoy and share it with
and
you
it looks
guys.
like you're always excited to do what you do, right? Like you want to have fun
Yeah.
in life. You don't want to play a game where you're like, man, I'm forced to play this because I'm like a spotlight streamer, so I still got to play HOTS. Like,
Yeah,
no,
it's just
like
your
you
job at that point.
You
Yeah.
want to do what you want to do, and I mean, yeah, you want to grow with like subs and stuff because like you work hard to like grow your subscriber count and all that, and grow your community. But at the same time, you want to like treat your community like it's almost like your family. You want to get to know people, and
Yeah.
that's just what I look at it as. Like, they're my therapy is what I say. Like I go
Yeah.
through a lot of emotional stuff, like just with moving soon and, a little bit of stress and anxiety. And I love streaming because I just like them being there for me and it just makes me happy. So like, that's my goal. And I hope it just continues like that.
Yeah. I've heard about your move too. So you're moving, that's because you have your collection, for God's sake. Like,
yeah, I haven't
that's
started
crazy.
yet. So
Yeah.
I have 3.5 weeks.
Wow. So of course we got to talk about it, your collection. Like so I'll introduce, if you guys don't know, you probably have the biggest collection on earth. Like I've certainly not seen a bigger one for Final Fantasy. Like it's insane. So do you want to just talk about it? Like how many items you have? I think it's in the thousands, right? Like
there's one guy he has the Guinness World Record. Guinness World Record. Guinness World Record.
What's he got?
3,600 items or something. It's something like that. I'm gonna beat that at the end of this year. Like my goal is to get to like at least 4,000. Like I know I'm past the 3,000 mark.
Yeah.
So like my goal is to get in that book. And then if he beats me after, I don't care. Like I want that title, and then I just want to be like relaxing and whatever. So.
You heard it here, guys. We're taking him down. She ain't leaving. She ain't leaving.
No,
she's taking him down.
It's mine.
Who is this son of a bitch? Send me in. Send me in. I'll bring the Shaolin monks. We'll have a chat with them.
Yes, Shaolin monks.
Awesome, man.
But yeah, I don't know. I've just been collecting a long time, so I feel like I need something.
Yeah.
Like if I've been a collector for this long, it's not just, I don't like to brag about it. I'm very, like this is what I have. I like to post about it here and there. Like every day I like to post something, but I want that title. And
hell yeah. You'll get that too. We'll help you there. Gianuzzi, thank you so much for those sub gifts. Holy hell.
Yeah.
Absolute legend. Absolutely. Guys, in reminder, we're going to go as long as Yuna wants to, essentially, but we have another giveaway before the night's over here. So make sure to follow if you want.
In a bit. Yeah. Whenever you guys are ready.
Awesome.
A few minutes. Yeah. I don't know.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll give you guys a little bit of time. And Yuna, feel free, like I said, super chill when you got to go. I know you're going to keep streaming, right? How long are you going to go tonight when you go
just for like another, maybe another hour and a half? Because I think I'm almost at a really good part in A Realm Reborn. Because chat's like, stop. Like, you need to stop right now. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, it's getting exciting. Okay.
I don't know what's happening, but sure.
Very cool. I hear you. Yeah. What would you say? What would you say is like advice you would give? Because I get these questions a lot for like someone who wants to create content. Because it sounds like you've already answered it. Like you should do what you're passionate about and everything, right? But what would you tell somebody who wants to start like streaming or YouTube today? Who's like in the chat? Say like, what would you tell them?
If you want to start streaming, just make sure you're not being a fake ass. Like people want to see like the real you, and for some reason, like I'm always a nice person. Like that's how my dad or my mom like raised me. Just be nice to people, even if they're like your enemies. You just want to be nice. You know what I mean? Like not overly nice where it's like fake, but like just hey, what's up? Like what? Anyway. So, I think you just have to be yourself, and you don't need like expensive stuff. Like all you need is like the most basic gear. You don't need to go and buy like a $3,000 computer. And just be yourself. Play games that you really want, and make sure you market yourself. Because some people are like, how come I'm not growing? Like you have to maybe have an Instagram, Twitter, and you need to just like post and I don't know, do that kind of stuff. If you don't market, you're not gonna grow a lot.
Yes.
I feel right. Like
yeah, I agree. You got to get out there.
Like social media,
unless you're freaking, unless you're Aaliyah who posts like.
Unless you're Aaliyah, like hot and just like post one thing and.
I'm not dragging you. Like she doesn't even have to do anything. She just like throws out a picture once in a while.
Yep.
The people love her. If you guys haven't seen the Aaliyah Will Instagram, check it out. It is also known as
pretty.
Yeah, it's also known as the Thictionary, the Thick Dictionary. check it out. Yeah.
She's awesome.
No, she's amazing. Yeah, she's amazing. But yeah, I agree. You gotta put yourself out there a little bit. You gotta be passionate about it, and it's a competitive. Yeah, don't be toxic. That's for damn sure. And it's a competitive world, so you gotta kind of stand out, do something unique. But
yep, true.
But no, yeah, again, I gotta just shout out. Like it's been cool to as me and Aaliyah have been like popping into your stream so much. And
I know.
To chat because
I love you guys. You guys are so nice to me. Like seriously, I was telling chat too. Like not today, but like sometimes I like talk about you guys, and it's just like, man, they're so nice. And you and Caleb and like Pro Jared. Like there's a bunch of streamers that I've just met, and everyone's just been super humble and nice to me. So like I was part of a community where people were fake, and you know they were bullying, and they would talk like behind your back and stuff, and that's why I just yeah, anyways, that community is very toxic. But like now I just like, you know, make new friends and stuff, and everyone's just super nice, and you can tell like people aren't there to trash talk about you. Like they're there to like, you know, be your friends. So
Absolutely.
you guys
it's
are awesome.
I agree completely because I mean, talking about martial arts again, oh my god. You see like the messages I get. It is literal death threats like sometimes.
What?
Yeah, literal death threats daily sometimes. I mean, people are so crazy. Like I always joke for the gaming side. Think about how toxic the fighting game community is, or can be. I should say they're great people there, but think about how toxic it can be when people are like really, really salty and stuff. Think about real fighting and how much crazier the insecurity gets and stuff. Like,
oh my god,
it is bad. Yeah. So, like I said earlier, it's so cool to meet creators like you who are just like
you can tell.
passionate. Yeah.
You just play things because you like to do it. You're passionate, and it's very evident. Like I think the chat already knows, your followers know. It's quite evident, and it's not as common as we might think. Unfortunately, you know, in social media and with Twitch. So. It's always recognized. So keep doing you, girl. We recognize.
Oh, I love you guys. Aaliyah, you're awesome. I hope I get to meet you guys one day.
We have to.
Yeah, for sure.
Some convention. We'll definitely have to do some cool cosplay eventually, whatever. But
yes, we're gonna try and cosplay together. So if you go to cons, you know, we can definitely meet up.
Some juicy
join.
cosplays, like some very juicy ideas.
Yeah, we got some really cool like kind of couple cosplays that we're really excited about. So. Yeah, we'll tell you in private because we're not gonna let the people know quite yet. But yeah, it's exciting. So awesome. But yeah,
that's
very,
awesome.
very exciting.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Oh, no worries. Yeah,
this
do you want to?
Really good.
Yeah, again, like is there anything you want to shout out? Like, where's the best place to find you and stuff? It's always a pleasure to have you on.
You can find me on my streams, yunalescka on Twitch, and Twitter is yunalescka games, and Instagram is yunalescka games, and I post a lot of my Final Fantasy collectibles now because people have been asking me to post about them, and I'm like, it's gonna take me like 10 years to post like every single collectible. So, you know, I think I'll just work on my next YouTube video and do it as that. So after my move.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. Love to hear it. But yeah, listen, always a pleasure to collab. We'll have to do some more in the future.
Yes.
Super cool. But yeah, guys, she's gonna get back to stream.
Yeah, and let's do the giveaway. Hold on, I have a.
Oh, that's right. We got a final giveaway, guys. So I'm gonna run it, and then I'm just gonna tell you the winner, right?
Yeah,
Yuna?
and then I can whisper the person who wins just to make it easier, because I'll need their email.
All right, guys, get ready. All you have to do is follow to join this final giveaway for Final Fantasy III Pixel Remaster. Fantastic game. One of the games that like founded a lot of stuff like summons and everything. First one in Final Fantasy. So you're going to want to pick this up if you don't have it. We're going to start this giveaway. You will see a command in chat when it begins. All right, so we're going to switch the screen for a second. Let's check it out. Again, make sure to follow if you want in. That's it. It's free. It's fun. And we're going to start that giveaway in... Now. It is on, guys. Get in there. Exclamation point pixel. Exclamation point pixel. Get in there. And let it be done. Let it be known. Let's get some tunes going.
Dude, you know what we have to do? I just saw that too. Where's mine? Oh, I have an automaton as well.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to play together.
But my battery is dead, so like, it's literally... No. Hold on, I'm going to get it.
Yeah, we got to get that going. All right, guys, come on. Get in there. You got 26 seconds, everybody. You got 26 seconds. Yes.
There it is.
Oh, my God.
Dude.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. Get in there, guys. This is the last giveaway of the night. Let it be known. Do it for Yuna's collection. Get in there. And the time's up. I will pick a winner in just a moment. The winner is Oren Muramasa. Oren Muramasa is the winner today, everybody. Thank you
Rigged.
so much. Hashtag rigged if you didn't win, as you know. Make sure to say it.
Oren, I'm sending you a whisper. Okay, I just need your email.
Yep. Hashtag rigged. What was you thinking? Duet?
There.
We can do it right now. Blame Philip. Yeah, blame me, not Yuna. Yuna's pure.
Yuna's very
Ha!
pure.
Take me down. Take me down with you. Take Mog. No, not
What
Mog.
user
Take
do
me.
you- Look at the Mog. It's so cute.
I know, so cute.
Yes.
Where's that?
Fat Chocobo, too. Let's show Yuna the Fat Chocobo.
Yes.
Yeah, we got the Fat
Oh
Chocobo.
my god. It's so cute.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, I love
nice.
those.
But
Oh
yeah,
my god,
listen,
it's like
we'll-
a big pillow.
We'll do an automaton duet sometime,
Yeah.
Yuna, next
Yes,
time we
I'm
hang out.
down. I'll change the batteries and then we'll do like a, I don't know,
Yes.
we'll play a song.
Perfect. Yes, blame Waka. I also cosplayed as him, as you know, damn it. But,
You need to
yeah.
cosplay that again.
Please. Oh
I'll
my
bring it back
God.
out sometime for like a
Dude,
big
it's so
occasion.
good.
Blame Waka. Hashtag
Yeah, blame Waka.
No.
Awesome. But yeah, you guys are the best. Thank you. Yuna is going to get back to streaming, but Yuna, again, can't thank you enough just for being a positive force in not only the Final Fantasy world specifically, but also just like the gaming world. We get a lot of people who get, upset, and us content creators get a lot of like mean messages and stuff from people. Like, it's so cool to find somebody who's just in it for the passion, loves what she does, and shares it with us all, and shares her light with the world. So thank you, Yuna, for coming
I love
on.
you guys.
Appreciate you very much.
I'm so happy to be here, and it's good to know you guys too.
Yeah, for sure. We will for sure see you at a con or meet up sometime. It'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, cute. Heart.
Yes. Yeah, guys, make sure to follow Yuna if you're coming from my side. She is fantastic. And as you've heard tonight, loves Final Fantasy, does a ton of stuff. Check her out. Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, all over the dang place. Instagram, too. I love seeing your collection on Instagram. So check her out.
Aw, thanks guys. Really appreciate being here. Thanks for having me.
No problem. But yeah, have a great time. And are you going to stream right now?
I am in like 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. She's going to get back on. So make sure to be there. We'll raid Yuna in a few minutes, too. So that'll be fun.
Aww.
We'll come back. Yeah, I'm gonna play a little bit of
guys.
Pixel Remasters for like a couple minutes, then we'll raid you once you're back on, and we'll be good to
Okay.
go. But yeah, thanks, Yuna. Have a great night, and we will talk
Love
to you
you
again.
guys. Thanks for having
You're the
me.
best.
Mwah.
Yeah, much love, Yuna. Thank you so much. Oh no! Oh, it's coming. Lahi. Lahi. We're going to be doing more podcasts like this. As I said, guys, hop into the Discord if you're new and let me know about other creators that I should have on. Make sure to check out Aaliyah. And if you missed this full thing, if you came in late, the link will be on my gaming channel, my gaming YouTube channel, most likely tomorrow. Growing your hair for dreads? No,
Oh, God.
definitely not.